Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending what time you're watching this video. But welcome to Totally Magic, the channel for the amateur hobbyist magician. Now, I've got a real humdinger, a real humdinger of a trick for you today. I think you're going to like this one a lot. You need a regular deck of cards. And we're going to call this trick perfect pair. Yeah, that sounds about right. Or lucky numbers. Yeah, lucky number, perfect pair. How's that sound? You need some cards, as usual. Wouldn't be a card trick without them. And this. Now, I know you're probably thinking this is a prediction trick. It's not. This here is my lucky number, and we'll come to that in a moment. You see, what we're going to do is to take the cards and we're going to both choose a playing card each, but in a different way. I want you to choose yours blindly. Now, we need about half the cards. What's that? That looks about even. It doesn't really matter as long as we've got about 24, 25 cards each, give or take. Yeah. So you split the pack. You ask a spectator. I'm going to give you some cards to choose one from in a moment, but blindly. And to arrive at your card, out of all of these, I want you to pick a lucky number. Now, your lucky number might just be some significant number to you. It could be your house number, it could be your date of birth, it could be your age. So, but of course, you've only got 20, 25 cards there, so pick a number within that range. Have you got one? I'd like you to pick up those cards and deal them face down and stop when you get to your lucky number. Count them out aloud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. I thought you was going for 13 then. 12 is your lucky number. Now, I don't want you to see this card just yet, in case it influences you or me. But that is your card there, the 12th card. Now, my lucky number I've got on this card here, just because I want to prove to you that my lucky number is 21, and I don't want to change that. And just to prove that, I actually had this before we started. Okay, that's the only reason for that, so that I couldn't be influenced by your lucky number or what you've just done. Now, you chose your card blindly. Now you've chosen yours. It doesn't matter if we see my cards. In fact, to make this even more random, my 21, what if we count the difference? So you had 12. So if I start counting to my lucky number 21 from your 12, so that's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. My lucky card is this one. Out of all of these that we've got, this is mine. You've seen that. The 10 of spades, the black 10. You're going to be amazed at this. Look. Your card just happens to be the black 10 as well. The sibling of mine. And what's interesting about this is that no other cards would have paired. You see, if we take a look, if you had gone to 13 or 11, you would have had a red 7 or a black 4. But if you have a look here, which means I would have been one either side, none of the cards match. So whichever number you chose other than 12, we would have had a mismatch. Is it coincidence, luck, or is it something more magical? I'll let you decide. Practice and enjoy. Well, I hope you found that entertaining and quite baffling. To the onlooker, it really does seem an impossibility that a random number they gave from a shuffled deck arrived at a card blindly, and then your predetermined lucky number, in this case 21, arrived at exactly the same card despite the fact that no other cards match. Let me show you how it works. Now, I prefer to use just one deck. You might prefer to use 2 packs. In fact, I've never done it with 2 packs of cards, so you might have to play around with the numbers, but you might prefer to have a blue deck and a red deck and do it that way. Because you don't always have 2 decks of cards on you, that's why I prefer to work it with the 1 pack. What you need to do, quite simple, there is a stack, as if you didn't know. The stack is nothing special apart from they match card for card. So as you can see, red 7, red 5, red 4, black 6, red 7, red 5, red 4, black 6, and so on and so forth. They match all the way down. Okay. Now, if we say the bottom packet is going to be their cards, the top packet is going to be yours. So what you've got to do before you start the trick is to transfer a certain number of cards to the back, okay, for the trick to work. Now, you can do it before, actually during the performance, but you've got to get some cards. Now, this will determine, and I'll let you work this out, because I chose 21, you can pick any number that's fairly high, okay, so fairly high, so 21 in this case. What you're going to do is I need to transfer 6 cards from the bottom to the top of my pack. So I'm going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and put that there. I can then drop that on top. By the way, note where the separator point is. I always use the 7 of diamonds. I know that will be the card on the bottom of their packet. So put that together and you're all set. You introduce the cards as the performance did. You can cut the cards, complete the cut, but do false cuts, false shuffles. Just don't disturb the order. You can spread the cards because they are in no particular order as far as the audience are concerned. But what you're looking for is your 7 of diamonds. That's the halfway point there. So what I do is I say, look, I'm going to take half the cards, and I kind of do a few of this just to say, give or take a few cards. What I'm looking for here is my 7 of diamonds. Split the pack there, I've got 26 in each. But don't make a deal about, oh, I've got exactly 26. Just say, that looks about right, there might be more or less there, but we're somewhere close. Okay? And you kind of gesture, you might have 24, 25 cards, doesn't really matter. You give those cards to the spectator and you take these. You can actually show these and leave them face up. You can write your lucky number down if you want. I just used the card. Okay. The spectator can choose any number. Any number. Obviously they can't go beyond about 24, 25. So try and keep it a lower range. Say to them, look, you've only got 20, 24 cards there. So keep it below that. You want them to choose a number less than your 21. Okay. So they might choose a number of, well, let's just deal them down. And they just deal. There's nothing else to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Let's say they chose 15. What you do is once they've dealt them down, you take the cards away, you drop them on top. Okay, these have been reversed, these haven't. And you'll see that helps in the final part. That card's now been determined. We've got no idea what that is. This will be automatic because when you pick these up, they dealt down to the 15th card. So you start counting to your number, your lucky number, from 15. So you say 16 and you do this face up. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah. You then drop these cards on here. Now when we turn this over, there it is. And it's a great wow factor. You haven't had to do anything. It's all automated. So it's a semi-self-worker. So you've now determined that. But what's good here is the way the cards are. If you spread these, look at these here, that the cards either side of theirs are different to the cards either side of yours. Okay? So it looks as though that none of the cards actually match. They're the only pair in the entire pack that match exactly. As I said to you, if you want to have a different lucky number, keep it quite high, 21, 22, 23, 24, something like that. You will have to put a different quantity of cards from the bottom to the top of your packet, as I stated earlier. So have a little play around with that. I think that's a pretty good trick. Practice and enjoy, and we'll catch you on the next one.